All right, we're back. Session two. Gonna give you the meat here. We got tight ends, defense, and we got the running back. So we're welcome back. Session number two. He's the guru. I'm the warden. So let's get right into to the things here. We're gonna go. Let me find my lineup here. We got tight ends. Excuse me. Kicking things off. Number one, of course, we got Mark Anderson, who's gonna hold on to that number one spot. Followed by George Kittle, who's moving up. Travis Kelce does have a bad week. So George Kittle moving up to number two. Number three, Dallas Goddard. Four, Zach Ertz. Number five, Tyler Higbee out of the Rams. Six, Pat Fryermuth out of Pittsburgh. Number seven, Greg Dulcich out of Denver. Nine, Dalton Schultz out of Dallas. Number nine, Irv Smith back from a bye week out of Minnesota. Followed by Cade Otton from Tampa Bay. 11, Taysom Hill, New Orleans. Number 12, T.J. Hockenson out of Detroit. 13, Evan Ingram out of Jacksonville. Dawson Knox, number 14 out of Buffalo. I'm sorry, 15 out of Buffalo. I skipped one. I'm sorry. 12, T.J. Hockenson. 13, Juwan Johnson out of Detroit. My apologies. 14, Evan Ingram out of Jacksonville. 15, Dawson Knox out of Buffalo. Kyle Pitts, number 16 out of Atlanta. 17, Hayden Hurst out of Cincy. 18, Robert Tonyan out of Green Bay. 19, Tyler Conklin out of Jets. 20, Harrison Bryant out of Cleveland. 21, Foster Moreau out of Vegas. 22, Hunter Henry out of New England. 23, Austin Hopper out of Tennessee. And finish it off with Mike Gesicki out of Miami at number 24. That's your top 24 tight ends. Guru, you got anything about tight ends?
Well, from Pittsburgh, we have Pat Fryermuth.
Okay.
Pat Fryermuth.
Mm-hmm.
If it weren't for the horrendous quarterback play they've had so far this year, this guy would. I think you'd be talking with him at least close to that top tier of tight ends with the other guys. I think he's got the talent, but he also has one of the three blind mice throwing the ball. I mean, the quarterback situation there is terrible, as us Chicago fans can let you know about it. We didn't think our boy Trubisky got a fair shot. Well, come to find out, he did, and he's not very good. So he had a lot of guys backing him up when he left, and he had an opportunity with a new team, and he blew that away.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't have much with the tight end guys in there, unless you have something we can jump to the next.
No, only thing I've got is what's his face. I don't know what's going on out there in Vegas with Darren DeWaller, but I know he's probably going to be out again. So we'll see. That's all I can say is we'll see about that. So let's go ahead and move right into defense, Guru. We'll just kind of breeze right through these here. For defense, we can get to the meat. We'll go with number one, that tough defense in Dallas. Chicago's going out there this week, so I don't look to see Justin Fields and them boys have the same outcome as they did this past Monday night. Number two, Tennessee Titans. Number three, Philadelphia Eagles. 4, Buffalo Bills. 5, Denver Broncos. 6, New England Patriots. Number 7, the New York Jets. Number 8, Indianapolis Colts. 9, the Bengals out of Cincy. Number 10, the Dolphins. 11, the Jaguars. 12, the Commanders. 13, the Vikings. 14, the 49ers. 15, the Rams. 16, the Ravens. 17, the Bucks. 18, the Falcons. 19, the Raiders out of Vegas. 20, the Panthers. 21, the Giants. 22, the Saints. 23, the Steel Curtain. And rounding it off is the Seahawks out of Seattle. Let's give them what they want, Guru. Let's go to the meat.
Yeah, there's not much that we can talk about as far as team defense.
I'm gonna rip through these running backs. I know you got some stuff to say. So I'm gonna go through the rankings, and I'm just gonna let you have it because I know you got a lot built up behind these running backs here as we talking offline. So
All right.
fans, sit back, relax, listen to the lineups. But then the Guru is gonna give you some more stuff at the end of this. He's gonna give you a piece of his mind. Number one, Saquon Barkley. Two, Josh Jacobs. Damn, he had a good game. Three, Dalvin Cook. Four, Jonathan Taylor. Five, Derrick Henry. Six, Joe Mixon. Seven, Ramondre Stevenson. Eight, Christian McCaffrey. Nine, Nick Chubb. 10, Alvin Kamara. 11, Kenneth Walker III. Picked him up, by the way. 12, Leonard Fournette. 13, Travis Etienne. 14, Aaron Jones. 15, Dave Montgomery. 16, Gus Edwards out of Baltimore. 17, Ezekiel Elliott. 18, Eno Benjamin out of Arizona. 19, Miles Sanders back from the bye week from Philly. 20, Rasheem Mostert, Miami. 21, Damian Pierce out of Houston. 22, Devin Singletary out of Buffalo. 23, Dante Foreman out of Carolina. 23, Dante Foreman. 24, Jamal Williams out of Detroit. 25, Najee Harris. 26, Tony Pollard. 27, Chuba Hubbard out of Carolina. 28, Darrell Henderson Jr. out of the Rams. 29, Michael Carter out of New York Jets. 30, James Robinson just got traded to the Jets. 31, Kareem Hunt. 32, Brian Robinson Jr. 33, Antonio Gibson. 34, A.J. Dillon. Rounded it off, number 35. We're going to finish here with Damian Harris out of New England. All right. Before we get into it, Guru,
Well,
I want you to relax yourself over there, okay? Before you get heated. I can see the steam coming from the dome. All right, what you got, Guru? I'm ready to hear this.
um, James James Robinson would very easily be way higher on this list. It's just hard to rank him higher than that without seeing him with that team first. How
Okay.
they're going to utilize him? Are they going to throw him in as their starter right away? Which they probably don't have much of a choice unless he doesn't catch the offense very fast. But
Mm-hmm.
everybody has been down on him since he was drafted.
Okay.
They said, "Oh no, I'm taking it back. He was undrafted since he made the team. Since he
Okay.
made his team, and all of a sudden he's starting at their running back. They drafted another guy real fast, and
Okay.
the first round and made him expendable. But you know, they have the running back situation covered.
Okay.
They should. I mean, well, they would have used one of those top picks for a defensive end or a cornerback that they're struggling, by the way, without. Um, that team would look much different right now.
Okay.
But they had a great asset that they just stumbled upon, and then they gave it away. They traded it off because they drafted another guy in the first round when they never should have.
Okay.
Their defense was terrible back then. The running game was set. This kid in the running game ran just fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then they draft a running back, and lo and behold, he gets hurt before the season starts. So they're back depending on him again, and he did just fine again. So yeah,
Okay.
they're lucky he did come back. If he would have come back and stunk, he would have added a trade value. So yeah, that's very odd of that whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, Najee Harris.
Okay.
I don't know how long they're gonna deny him enough carries to make a difference, not only fantasy wise, but in the NFL.
Okay.
Their defense is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense has been struggling to try to catch up, not been very successful.
Right.
So why wouldn't you do everything you could to keep the ball from the opposing team's offense, keep your
Right.
defense off the field? And the way to do that is running the football. Talent wise, they have one of the top 7 or 8
Mm-hmm.
running backs in the league.
Okay.
But he is just in a no man's land as far as being able to get carries and having a questionable offensive line. They're not terrible, they're not great, but you know, averaging 13, I think 13 and a half carries a game now. Nobody's going to be successful.
Okay.
And they wonder why they're losing and they're switching quarterbacks every week and why people are getting injured. It's because
Right.
they're not utilizing the run game. And, until they utilize the talent on offense, they're going to struggle with offense. That's just the way it is. If he's getting, this guy's used to getting 25, 26, 27 carries a game. He's a workhorse back. He's used to getting it. And sometimes guys that are used to getting carries like that, they need 8 to 10 carries before they even start to pick up some momentum and some steam.
Right.
And they're absolutely denying them that, and they're shooting themselves in the foot offensively and, keeping their defense out on the field way longer than it needs to be. Let's see, who else do we have? The Dallas running back situation. It would appear now that I've done the rankings that number 17, uh,
Elliot.
um, Elliott, is going to be out for at least 1 week,
Mm-hmm.
and that would move the backup there to the starting position. And Pollard, Pollard will be starting for at least a week or two, and he's shown in the past when he gets the opportunities, the time on the field, he can put up some elite numbers.
Okay.
And definitely jump all over him if he's not old. He should be old. Every owner in the league, in your league or whoever's league, if they own um, the I forget his name again. If they own Elliott, if they don't own his backup, they don't deserve to be in your league or any league for that matter. Tell them to go play Tiddlywink. Because that's the one back there always seems to be something jump up, whether it's a major or minor injury. He always just seems to get nicked up quite a few games a year. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Thank God the last couple of years he's been pretty solid. Um, but yeah, here he is down again. They say 1 week, but you never know. Um, Other than that, David Montgomery, talk about him for just a minute.
Okay.
We kind of see what's going on with him. We watch quite a bit. Um, I don't think he's getting enough usage to be. He's just not. He's not going to be able to put up the score and the points that he's capable of because they think they got a three-headed monster. Their backup is pretty good. Bears' backup is pretty good. I can't remember his name off the top of my head again. That stroke whole thing just shot me dark. But that said, they act like they have a two-headed monster like they have out there in um, um, Green Bay,
Mm-hmm.
running back, and they don't. Our starter is almost as good as their starter. Our
Right.
backup, I mean, their backup is nearly as good as their starter, and ours is nowhere near that. But they're going to run him out there like he's great, and give the guy 12 to 14, 15 carries a game, and they're going to limit what their starter's getting, and he's struggling mightily without the opportunities. Um, I think he's only hit double digits a couple times this year. He's had one really good game, but um, with their passing game as horrible as it is, they should be running the football with the best asset they got 20 times, 25
Mm-hmm.
times.
Okay.
Um, Similar situation as we talked about earlier with oh well, gosh darn it, out east. Um, I hate this. I'm just gonna jump here. Uh, Anything else jumps out at me? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, uh, their running back Justin Fournette.
Okay.
I'm wondering if his situation is similar to what our Bears are, not getting enough work because they're falling behind early in the games. But if they want to stop falling behind early, run the ball successfully early, keep the ball away from the other teams. But they are three and out, bam, three and out, bam, three and out, and they're two. You know, I think the goat might be done.
Mm-hmm.
It might be over for Brady.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to see him go out like that. If that's the case, love to see him put together a nice win streak to end the season, end the career, make another Super Bowl run, or he don't need another Super Bowl. He got seven. That's enough. Go away. So,
Right.
um, yeah, just you don't want to see a guy like that. I mean, did you ever think you'd see a guy with 100,000 passing yards?
No. No.
No,
Exactly.
and he's 30,000 more than the next guy, next closest
Exactly.
guy. Yeah, that's ridiculous. It does help that he's been in there that long, but yeah, I mean, he's had his fair share of glory. But it would be definitely bad to see a guy like that go off on a team that's under 500 and not make the playoffs for his final season. Um, Other than that, I don't have a lot more unless you got something else another quarterback you want to touch on. Or, I'm sorry, another running back you want to touch on.
No.
Feel free.
See, I'm just typing out some things here, trying to look at some more stats. Um. Let's see.
I will say that I was right about Ramondre Stevenson last week. I had him at number two last week.
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, he stunk it up, but um, yeah, that just stand out, man. We'll keep an eye out on Christian McCaffrey, obviously out in San Fran. His numbers will go up. So I like that. I think another one to keep an eye out would be James Robinson, as he's going to the Jets now. So we'll see how that plays out with him and Michael Carter sharing the carries. But for James Robinson owners, I would still hold on to him, where we can kind of see what's going on. He's not one you want to drop, obviously right now. So, but just keep an eye out there. Just see, trying to think anyone else that just kind of, you know, nothing that kind of that hits home on me right now. I mean, there's Melvin Gordon out of Denver, but we don't know what's going on out there. It's like, Murray is getting more carries, but we'll see. I mean, he got more carries this week with Melvin Gordon. He got the most this week, so we'll see how what goes on out there in Denver. But no, I don't think that's about it though. That's the only things I can just think off the top of my head though.
All right. Well, I guess we'll call that a week. I would like to, just before we cut off again, apologize to our whatever viewers or listeners or whatever out there for me being slow at the wheel here as far as reading off the rankings that I put together, even though I put them together.
Oh, good.
Um, yeah, I mean, again, I don't know if you listened to a couple weeks ago, I explained that I had a stroke, and everything I look at looks like it's in German. And it would be great if I spoke German, but I don't. So, um, So yeah, we're going through therapy. I got therapy 4 times a week, and hopefully that's starting to produce better and better things. Because I love doing this too much to lay it down now, and
Okay.
we're gonna fight through it. And the warden's been awesome helping me out and doing most of the work as far as broadcasting goes. He's awesome at it, and I'm just glad to have such a good partner, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what we're here for, man. So appreciate having you, bro. And I know you're doing well. We'll keep at it, man. You know what I mean? We're giving them what they want, and um, the people are paying off. I'll tell you that people are paying off. So
All right, man. Well, I guess we'll call that a week. I guess
yeah,
we gave them everything they need. Hopefully, to have a successful week this week. Remember, you got the game tomorrow night starting off. So get your lineups checked over. Make sure everything is secure.
sounds like a plan to me, brother.
Pardon me.
All right, man. I'll see you, bro.
All right, my man. Have a good one.
Yep. Fantasy Pro
There.
Insider checking out.
Oh yeah, check us out for sure.